You asked for it, so here it is. We're going to react to more Masonic TikTok videos. Masonic TikTok videos. And I say Masonic TikTok videos because most of these are, they really don't have anything to do with actual Freemasonry, but you guys have been sending them to me, and I grabbed a few here, and I want to take a look at these and give you my honest reaction. So let's dive right into it. I will tell you, I have done a little sneak peek of the last one, and you won't believe it, so make sure you stick around for that.
What is the main reason for the 33rd degree Masons? The main reason is not to, everybody thinks it's some kind of crazy thing. It's actually space travel. 33rd degree Masons is about space travel. That's the ultimate goal because Masonry...
I'm sorry, I'm going to take this. Okay. I've been a 33rd degree. Admittedly, I have not been a 33rd degree Mason for all that long. But so far, there's been no mention of space travel, none whatsoever. So I want to put that out there. But I'm a professional. I'm going to rise above, and I'm going to listen to the end.
What is the main reason for the 33rd degree Masons? The main reason is not to, everybody thinks it's some kind of crazy thing. It's actually space travel. 33rd degree Masons is about space travel. That's the ultimate goal because Masonry goes all the way back to the Chateau coming out of the land of Chem, the brick Masons that had the secret knowledge that was then lost in the mystery schools. It's all about reobtaining the capability of traveling in space. Why do I say that? Because you have to travel 33 times the speed of sound to escape Earth's gravity to get into space. If you travel 32, 31, 30, you're not going to escape. There's no escape velocity. You have to travel 33 times the speed of sound to escape into space.
I'm going to tell you straight away, there has been no mention of space travel at all since I have become a 33rd degree. None. Nobody fitted me for a helmet. They didn't ask me what flavor Tang I like to take on the spaceship. Any of that. None of that. There's no mention of space travel at all because this is a little silly. The 33rd degree came about in 1801, and I don't know precisely what their knowledge in 1801 was regarding physics or escape velocity. That is the velocity it takes to get past the gravity of the Earth. But I don't think they really had a good understanding of it for them to be able to assign 33 as the number that they used. We've talked about it on the channel a bunch. There's no real good answer as to what the 33 is for. There's a bunch of different theories, but it's either lost to time or, more likely, it's just that that's how many there are. It has nothing to do with space travel. And I will say that we have had a couple of 33rd degree Scottish Rite Masons involved with the space program. Several of them have been to the moon, but that is sort of happenstance. And a lot of them didn't become Masons until after they had done their travels and returned. So no connection at all. And I don't know what else to say about that one. Moving on.
What they're basically trying to tell you by the Freemason order going up to 33 is when water is below 33 degrees, it freezes. But once it goes above 33, it becomes a liquid form. After you hit that 33rd degree, you become enlightened.
Wow! Mind blown.
You're not frozen.
No longer frozen. You hit 33rd degrees. You're no longer frozen. Couple things. And first of all, what he's saying physically, of course, is accurate. When water goes from 32 to 33 degrees, it goes from being frozen, a solid state, to a liquid state. That is absolutely the truth. No argument there. I have even heard that theory with regard to our degrees. Now, I haven't heard it from many, what I would say are legitimate Masonic sources, but it's one of the things that people have mentioned in terms of that 33rd degree and why it is such a big deal and why it's the capstone is that it has that connection. I will tell you, in my experience thus far, there is no mention at all of any symbolism involving the going from the 32 to the 33 as being some sort of transformative, you're no longer frozen type of thing. It's not like that. It really isn't. First thing you need to remember is that the 33rd degree is an honor. It is not supposed to be there to give you some kind of extra special enlightenment. And it doesn't. The degree itself is lovely, but the lessons that it communicates are not earth-shattering. In fact, they just enhance the lessons that we have received earlier on in the degrees of Freemasonry. Let's move on to the next one.
There's a common misconception that the highest degree in Freemasonry is the 33rd degree. And while it's true that the 33rd degree is a real thing within Freemasonry, it's not actually a part of the core Freemasonry, otherwise known as the Blue Lodge.
True.
Instead, the 33rd degree is part of what's called the Rose Choir, that's what we call it here in New Zealand, or overseas it's sometimes more commonly known as the Scottish Rite.
True.
This collar here is a collar from the Scottish Rite. Indeed, it's my collar. You get this upon entering the Scottish Rite. On one side you have this pink colour and the motif of the pelican, which represents Jesus Christ, and on the other side you have this black collar with the crosses. Now, this is a part of the Rose Choir. That's where you'll find the 33rd degree, but this, the third degree, the sublime degree of a Master Mason, this is the highest degree in all Freemasonry. And to be honest, when people talk about 33rd degree Freemason and that's where all the truth is known and all of that sort of thing, that's my cue that those people actually don't know what they're talking about, and chances are they're just conspiracy theorists. So there you go. The third degree is the highest degree in Freemasonry.
This guy, spot on, obviously New Zealand, and as he said, in New Zealand, they refer to that as the Rose Croix or Rosy Cross. In the United States and elsewhere about the world, it is the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry. He's 100% right. There is no degree higher than that of a Master Mason. And if you're not a Mason, that sounds a little silly because 33 is obviously a higher number. Remember that the degrees themselves are not ranks per se. They are degrees of learning, and they are titles in much the same way that a master's degree or a bachelor's degree is a title. That degree alone does not bestow upon you some magical gift of authority. It just does not. And that is absolutely true in Masonry. Just because you're a 32nd degree or a 33rd degree or a Knight Commander of the Court of Honor, that does not give you authority to boss anybody around. When you are a Master Mason, it doesn't mean that you're a master of anyone else. You are a master of yourself, of your own feelings, of your own thoughts, of your own actions, of your own deeds. That is what you are a master of when you are a Master Mason. And once you achieve that, there's nothing higher than that. The degrees of the Scottish Rite delve deeper into different kinds of learning and to philosophical, moral, ethical, and spiritual and even political lessons, but none of it tells you what to think. It presents you with basically a lot of different ideas and presents you with a lot of different questions that only you can answer. Everything in the Scottish Rite and the York Rite leads back to those 3 degrees in the Blue Lodge, and it really does make you a better Master Mason. Let's move on to the next one.
Why do we have to talk about flat earth? I don't want to talk about flat earth, but flat earthers keep coming into my lives telling me that as a Christian Freemason, I should have an official stance on the theory. So here it is. First off, my affiliation with Freemasonry. The Freemasons, they're a fraternal organization, not a scientific one. They don't have an official stance on the shape of the earth. Individual brothers might, but the fraternity as a whole does not.
Preach,
Conspiracy theories, they're just that. Theories.
Preach.
And I know of no grandmaster in any jurisdiction that has ever told any of its members that, hey, you guys, just for your information, at the 360th degree, you learn that the earth is flat.
So this is Brother Fluff, and I believe he is a Texas Scottish Rite Mason. And I don't think he's been a Mason all that long, maybe just a couple of years, but I love his channel. He does a lot of really great stuff. I would love to talk to Brother Fluff. So Brother Fluff, if you're watching this, give me a shout. Let's work on something together. The flat earth thing, I don't know how in the heck Masons got tied into this nonsense. It's just as silly as that first TikTok that we watched about space travel. First of all, the earth is demonstrably not flat. It's almost 2024 as I record this. And there are people walking around thinking the earth is flat and blaming Masons for keeping that secret. If the earth was flat, why would we even care? If it was flat, it's flat, but it's not. It's round. My God, cleansing breath. I did promise you that the last video was the best, And I'm certain you will agree with me. But before we play that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Just click the subscribe link below. Click that bell icon to turn on the notifications. And please give us a thumbs up. And also, after I play this last one, which is really worth the wait, I want you to tell me which one of these was your favorite and why.
I am Grand Master of the World's Masonic United Nations.
What?
Most Putin Sovereign Grand Commander, third degree, 99th Frederick Lee McHenry.
What? I'm doing it again. I'm cutting the man off. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna start at the beginning because this is too good for me to interrupt. I'm gonna do my best to not hit the stop button and make critical remarks. I'm a Mason. I'm above those things, mostly.
I am Grand Master of the World's Masonic United Nations. Most Putin Sovereign Grand Commander, third degree, 99th Frederick Lee McHenry. It is a great honor for me to speak today on behalf of Freemasons at the International Forum, Global Crisis.
It's the International Forum. Global
There is a way out. As we all see and understand that all of humanity has faced unprecedented times and challenges on a global scale. Therefore, as Mason, it is now more important than ever for us to act together for the benefit of all humanity.
What this is, and I'm trying very hard to not be insulting to this man, and I'm sure he's a nice man, but he's not a Freemason. In Masonic lodges, this is sometimes referred to as clandestine Masonry, but a better term is called bogus Freemasonry. Freemasonry that's not recognized by the rest of us. We don't know what different ceremonies and things they're doing. Their regalia doesn't seem to be connected to reality in any way. And again, I know it sounds like I'm being insulting, but the fact of the matter is this is not legitimate Freemasonry. There are entire websites devoted to debunking bogus Masonic organizations. And there's in all 50 states. And if you're a Mason and you've never looked this up, I've got the link above and you can click on it or I'll put it in the description below. If you're not a Mason and you're interested in becoming a Freemason, then again, make sure you do your due diligence with the lodge in your community, that they are connected to a legitimate Grand Lodge or Prince Hall Grand Lodge in that state. Which of these TikTok videos was your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. And if you're a Mason or a DeMolay or a member of any of the Masonic youth groups or any Masonic organization, drop that in the comments as well. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends if you would. Do really appreciate it. And if you want to send me some TikTok videos, you can go ahead and do that in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry channel. I'm Maynard Edwards. Don't forget, if you'd like to learn how to find a legitimate Masonic lodge to be attached to, click that right there, and that will take you to the website Be a Freemason, where you can find all about real Freemasonry and get connected to a lodge near you. If, however, you would like to help us preserve Masonic history, we do need your help. For only $2 a month, you can help preserve Masonic history in our Lost Media Archive. Click right there to learn more about that. And if you just want to subscribe and watch some more great Masonic videos, click that link right there.